Join me as I dive into the drama and see if I can uncover the real story behind Janet Jackson's brutal honesty with Tyler Perry. Janet Jackson's comments about Tyler Perry have been making waves in the entertainment industry, and it's clear that there's a lot to unpack here. The relationship between these two iconic figures is complex, and their differing views on representation and authenticity in film and television have been a point of contention for years. Tyler Perry has been praised for building an empire, but now that very empire is crumbling from the inside out. As allegations mount and critics speak out, a shocking new voice has emerged. None other than Janet Jackson herself. Yes, Janet has finally broken her silence, and what she's exposing about Tyler Perry is sending shockwaves through Hollywood. This isn't just another celebrity feud. It's deeper, messy, and far more personal than anyone expected. Tyler Perry, the once untouchable mogul behind a billion-dollar entertainment brand, is now facing a firestorm of backlash. From former collaborators to outspoken critics, it seems like the protective wall around him is slowly cracking. But the biggest shock? Janet Jackson. Yes, the legendary pop icon has now stepped into the conversation, and what she just revealed has left fans speechless and Hollywood scrambling. In today's deep dive, we're unpacking the bombshells that are shaking the very core of Tyler Perry's empire. We'll explore the real reason Janet Jackson is speaking out now after years of silence. The troubled history between Tyler and some of his biggest Hollywood allies. Why more celebrities and industry insiders are turning against him. The hidden truths about his business model, casting choices, and controversial content that insiders say have gone unchecked for too long. You won't believe what Janet hinted at in her latest interview and why her words could be a turning point in how we view Tyler Perry's legacy. So grab your seat, because this isn't just another celebrity clash. This is where it gets deep. And what you're about to hear, they didn't want this to get out. Tyler Perry's journey from homelessness to Hollywood heavyweight is the kind of story America loves to celebrate. A man who beat the odds, slept in his car, and turned his stage plays into box office gold. It's no wonder he became a symbol of inspiration, particularly for Black creatives who longed for ownership in a white-dominated industry. By the early 2000s, Perry had transformed his Nique character into a household name, built a loyal fan base through gospel-inspired storytelling, and took control of his content in a way few Black filmmakers had ever done before. He didn't just break into Hollywood, he built his own version of it. In 2019, Perry opened Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, a 330-acre production lot that became the largest film production site in the United States owned by an African American. But while Perry's public image has been tightly managed, portraying him as a benevolent boss, a spiritual leader, and a self-made mogul, insiders have long whispered about what really goes on behind the scenes. Former actors and employees have spoken, cautiously at first, about low pay, creative control issues, and problematic portrayals in his scripts, especially of Black women. Many questioned why, despite Perry's wealth and access to top-tier talent, his writing room famously included only one writer, himself. In 2020, Perry even boasted on social media that he had written all his shows, every single script, without a writer's room. While some fans applauded his hustle, many in the industry saw it as a red flag, a sign of ego-driven control that left no room for collaboration or fresh perspectives. One anonymous actor from a former BET project described the work environment as fast, cheap, and emotionally draining, noting that feedback was discouraged and characters were often stereotypical and flat. Even more concerning were the persistent criticisms about how Perry depicts Black women in his films and shows, often as broken, bitter, abused, or angry. Critics argue that his narratives, while emotionally gripping, lean into harmful tropes that reinforce damaging perceptions. This brings us to a deeper question that began circulating in recent years. Is Tyler Perry's empire built on empowerment or on the quiet exploitation of the very audience he claims to uplift? And while these conversations have existed in pockets, it wasn't until big names started to speak out that things got real uncomfortable. Because now, Janet Jackson has entered the chat. And what she just implied about Perry's methods and motives, it's sending ripple effects through the entertainment world. One of the main issues between Janet and Tyler is their approach to storytelling and the types of roles they believe should be available to Black actors. Janet has long been an advocate for more nuanced and multifaceted portrayals of Black life, while Tyler's work has often been criticized for relying on stereotypes and tropes. This tension has been simmering beneath the surface for a while, and Janet's recent comments have brought it all to a head. Tyler Perry's rise to fame was swift and decisive, with his Madea character becoming a cultural phenomenon. However, his success has also been accompanied by criticism that his work often reinforces negative stereotypes about Black people. Janet, on the other hand, has built a career on pushing boundaries and challenging social norms through her music and performances. Despite their differences, both Janet and Tyler have been trailblazers in their own right. They've paved the way for future generations of Black artists and have used their platforms to bring attention to important social issues. However, their approaches to activism and artistic expression have often been at odds, and this disconnect has led to some heated exchanges over the years. The backdrop of their careers is crucial to understanding the context of Janet's comments. With careers spanning decades, both Janet and Tyler have seen their fair share of highs and lows. They've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry and have been recognized with numerous awards and accolades. Janet's statement about Tyler Perry was blunt and to the point. She believes that his work often doesn't do enough to uplift and empower Black people. She argues that his reliance on stereotypes and tropes is not only tired but also damaging. This criticism has sparked a lively debate about representation and authenticity in film and television. At the heart of Janet's comments is a desire to see more nuanced and complex portrayals of Black life. She believes that Black artists should be given the freedom to explore a wide range of experiences and perspectives, rather than being limited to certain roles or genres. This vision for a more inclusive and equitable entertainment industry is something that she hopes will inspire future generations of artists. Janet's words have significant implications for both her career and Tyler Perry's work in Hollywood. By speaking out, she's positioned herself as a champion of artistic integrity and social responsibility. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry will have to consider whether Janet's criticism will impact his future projects and collaborations. So, what do you think about Janet's honesty? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more celebrity news and insights, be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for the watching and subscribes.